Hello everybody and welcome to another great adventure over here on RJB Wildlife. Today we are here at the San Diego Zoo Safari Park where I'm going to be updating you on the construction of Elephant Valley. So if you're ready for another great adventure, let's go. So a little bit of an update. Gorilla Forest has reopened to the public after about a week and a half closure due to Winston, the male silverback, passing away. There is actually a memorial over here that people have been writing their messaging for, just to rest in peace, wishing him well. But that's up there, and then you have the group of 5 gorillas right now that are handling it as probably as good as anyone would after losing their leader. And from what I've been told, it seems like a silverback is in the near future here at the park. For our first stop here on our update, it's going to be this little pathway that links up to the restrooms. It is still closed at the moment. It's done. This is complete. They just put the new benches in for the little rest area off the staircase by Lion. And we've gotten a little more information about what this little shed here is going to be, or this little hut. It is actually going to be a storage shed. Again, this pathway is basically done. There's nothing really to add on there. The little benches that we saw a little bit earlier, those are new. So hopefully we're this close to that area being open. I will say a new thing in this update, or a new development, is the fact that this experience is probably going to open up in phases, very much similar to Africa Rocks at the San Diego Zoo. So that's probably going to be the first phase that opens, and then as we get down throughout this update, I'm going to be able to share some of the other phases that potentially will open subsequently after. So we're over here for the habitat portion of the update, and as far as the foliage within the habitat itself, nothing has changed with that. I do know for sure that that is going to be the placement, more or less, of those trees. So that's going to be really exciting to have that in there. I've also heard, as far as the habitat is concerned, at least the eastern habitat, that they are going to do it as a tiered layout. So as a result of it being a little hilly and the elephants having paved their own pathwork to how they'll traverse, they're going to kind of ridge it and make it so that the paths that they walk on are flat, but the foliage and the hills will kind of be in a raised bed. Another cool thing that's going on is right over here at the pathway and the little walkway over into the rest of the experience. Past this is going to be the pathway that takes you down the center portion of the elephant experience, and it's going to take you between both paths. In fact, this is the old monorail route when that was open here about 20 years ago. This area right now looks like it is absolutely getting worked on. They have planted all of these new trees in that section. Last update, it was completely just a dirt patch. Right now, the trees are in place. They are now going to be, looks like, probably making the path and paving it. So we're pretty close to a point where the building will be done, and we're going to get to the building here in a second, and this pathwork will be done. Nothing much has changed with the building. They have added some more covering to the wooden awning that is going to be the entry to the restaurant and wedding venue. But some really cool things are going on around this building, actually. That is going to be that they're planting a bunch of new foliage for the pathwork and some of the educational stuff that you're going to see. In the walkway that divides the two habitats, it does appear that they are building a viewing area for the western or newer portion. So there might be a little bit of a covered viewing area there. It would be safe to assume there might be another one equal to the eastern portion. My guess would be that'll be where the watering hole is, which they are going to update as well. They did add textures to the watering hole over on the western habitat as well. So we're over here in the back portion of Elephant Valley, and this is going to be where the behind-the-scenes area is, which you can see right here behind me, as well as the safari tour hub for the cart safaris and the caravan safaris. The caravan safari portion looks like it's done. That whole dock area is basically completed, and even behind the scenes, they're still waiting for some of the finishing details. The priority seems to be a lot of the foliage and horticulture that is going around Elephant Valley at the moment. They are planting it down that middle pathway, and even here in the behind the scenes area, they are just working on some of the concrete, but even using the space to stage some of the plants that are going in the exhibition. So a little bit of shocking news that occurred today here at the park. I was lucky enough to actually witness a surprise cheetah run. From what it appears, this is a very rare occasion. This isn't something that they're going to do, but they are slowly trying to get these animals acclimated to doing these runs again. When COVID hit, it basically destroyed the show. It took it out of any possibility. As they start to acclimate the animals back into the comfortability of running with humans watching them and just in general, which is why they had a dog with this specific cheetah today. It is entirely possible that the cheetah run will come back at some point. However, as of right now, it's not official. It's not. I would argue that it's not going to come back at all. But until the park says that they're ready to roll, then we can start to speculate on the future of cheetah run. However, if you're lucky enough at around 10 o'clock when you get here, this is an experience that you just have to behold. That's going to do it for today. If you had fun on this adventure, please consider hitting the like button. And if you would like to embark with me on future adventures here on the channel, please consider subscribing and hitting that notification bell. And until next time, I hope to see you all again on the next adventure on RJB Wildlife.